We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Washington football team. And off we go from Denver. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the edge.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the 27, Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Jam. Shift.
Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Here's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Wilson. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a throw here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. Okuebuna. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
Check him. Come on. No. Hey. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34. Hey. Omaha. 34.
1st down, Murray. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense in this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, This now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
It's a game of 20. First down, Washington. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 25, check 25, check 25.
Come on.
Wide, get wide. Check.
Murray to air it out again. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. For this defense, CD, going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back. Boys. Mike. It's a party now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch the twist. Check nickel.
Dillon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here I Check 99. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Turn it out, turn it out. Shift, watch the shift. Check 50, check 50. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Come get some. Run left, run left. Come out here, come get some.
Throwing is Wilson. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Go, 4 down, 4 down. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Back to throw. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Big ace, big ace. Big ace. Crash, crash.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On first down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
I'm coming after you. Take four.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And he'll just get rid of it. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Quick the edge. Come. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, 2. Shit. Mike, 34. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Murray now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw is Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, check 24. Watch 24.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Crunch. Check your hot read. Hatchet. Check 52.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Under 10.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Washington. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the touchdown, Washington. That's caught. De'Ami Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, guys, listen. Sponge. No. Check 48. Gun. Check 48's the mic. Watch QB draw.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 31, Broncos 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus now for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Omaha. Right here, 41 Mike. Omaha. All the way back. Omaha. Make these babies cry all the way back home. 41's the Mike. Big Ace. 41's the Mike. Big Ace open. Defense.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Omaha. 41's the Mike. Wild Bill. Buzz. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41. Switch. Buzz. Undercrunch. No. Off.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch edge.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
31's left. Come on, boy.
Wilson.
Don't be scared of it.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Murray now on 1st down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Parker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Check 31.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Buying time to his left.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Murray. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Let's go. Let's go. Forward. We got it. Shift. Out.
Murray going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check three. Check safety.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Shift. Check 99. Check 99. Kill.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Shift. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 50.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Green. Switch.
Now Murray. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Rush in. Hey, switch gears. Safe.
Back to throw. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's our field. Hey, Ace. It's our house. Mike 41. You can't block me. Come on. You can't block me.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Slide for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Wilson to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside